A normal Photoshop project has this invisible tax. You start with one image, then you need a background. So you leave Photoshop. Then you need a mock-up. You leave again. Then you need a different angle, a clean cutout, a product scene, a social crop, a storyboard frame, or a new visual idea. So your canvas slowly turns into a waiting room for 5 different tools. You are still designing in Photoshop, but the creative work keeps happening somewhere else. That is the problem Higgsfield is trying to solve with its new Photoshop plugin. Instead of treating AI like a separate website you visit after your design gets stuck, it brings Higgsfield's image and video tools directly into the Photoshop canvas. So you can generate, edit, decompose, mock-up, reframe, and build visual ideas without constantly exporting files, uploading them to another platform, downloading results, and placing them back into your project. In this video, I'm going to walk through the Higgsfield Photoshop plugin like an actual creative workflow, not just clicking random buttons. I want to start with a flat design file and turn it into a more complete campaign asset inside Photoshop. We'll install the plugin, open it from the Extensions menu, generate a visual, create a mockup, decompose a flat image into editable layers, use angle and shot tools for new compositions, and show why this matters if Photoshop is already the center of your creative process. So first, go to the Higgsfield Photoshop plugin page. I'll leave the link in the description and in the pinned comment. Download the plugin for your system, install it, then open Photoshop. For this demo, I'm going to start with a simple product-style canvas. The first thing I want to test is AI image generation. I'll open the Higgsfield panel and describe the visual I want. Something like premium citrus drink campaign background, cold condensation, soft studio lighting, fresh orange slices, clean commercial photography style. The important part is that I'm not trying to replace the whole design. I'm using AI to create an asset that supports the Photoshop composition. Once the result comes back, it lands directly in the workflow as something I can place, mask, blend, and adjust like a normal Photoshop layer. That is the key difference. The output is not trapped on another website. It becomes part of the file I'm already designing. Now I can move it behind the product, lower the opacity, mask certain areas, add adjustment layers, and keep refining the image with the same tools I already know. Next, let's use Mockup Studio. This is one of the most practical features for designers because mockups are usually one of those repetitive tasks that slow everything down. You have a flat label, a poster, a card design, or a product image, and you need to see it in context. Packaging, devices, cards, scenes, product setups. These are not just pretty previews. They help clients understand what the design actually looks like in the real world. So I'll take the flat design and use Mockup Studio to turn it into a realistic, in-context mockup. Instead of manually hunting for a PSD mockup, aligning the smart object, adjusting shadows, and hoping the perspective matches, I can generate a visual direction faster and keep the result on the Photoshop canvas. This is especially useful for pitch frames, store assets, product visuals, and client presentations where speed matters, but the image still needs to feel polished. Now let's move into Layer Decompose. This is the feature that feels especially useful for editing existing images. Sometimes you get a flat image where everything is baked together: the subject, background, props, text, and small details. Normally, if you want to edit that properly, you have to spend time masking, separating, cloning, and rebuilding pieces manually. With Layer Decompose, the idea is to break a flat image into cleaner, editable layers. So I'll bring in a finished visual and use Higgsfield to separate the subject from the background and isolate elements that would normally take time to cut apart. Once those layers come back, I can move the subject, adjust the background, retouch specific pieces, or restyle one element without destroying the whole image. This is where the plugin starts to feel less like a generator and more like a Photoshop assistant. It is not just making new images. It is helping you turn static visuals into editable working files. And if you do compositing, product design, ad creatives, thumbnails, posters, or social content, that matters because editability is the difference between a nice output and a useful production file. Now let's test real-time AI. This is for the messy part of creative work: sketching, blocking ideas, painting rough shapes, and trying to see a direction before it is fully polished. I'll create a rough shape on the canvas and use the real-time AI workflow to help turn that rough input into a more finished visual direction as I draw. The reason this is useful is that early creative work is usually not clean. You do not always know exactly what you want yet. You might be testing a background shape, a character silhouette, a lighting idea, or a product scene. Real-time AI makes that exploration feel more connected to the canvas because you are not writing a perfect prompt in isolation. You are using the actual visual you're building as part of the process. Next, let's look at angles and shots. These are helpful when one image is not enough. Maybe you have a product frame and you need it in a different format. Maybe you need a vertical version for Shorts, a square version for Instagram, or a wider version for a YouTube thumbnail. The Angles tool is designed around creating or reframing different views and formats while keeping the main subject usable. For a campaign, this is a big deal. One design rarely lives in one size anymore. You need 16 by 9, 9 by 16, 1 by 1, sometimes 4 by 3, sometimes a wide hero banner. Normally that means manual cropping, repositioning, extending, and checking whether the subject still works. Here, we can build variations faster and keep the focal point where it needs to be. Shots takes that idea further. Instead of only thinking about one finished image, you can turn one frame into a set of camera-style views. Wide shot, close-up, detail shot, alternate perspective. This is useful for storyboarding, ad planning, social campaigns, and creative direction because you can build a visual sequence from a single starting point. For example, if I'm planning a product ad, I do not just need one hero image. I might need a close-up of the product, a wider lifestyle shot, a detail shot for texture, and a clean frame for the final call to action. Shots helps you explore those directions without leaving Photoshop. Now let's bring this together into a real deliverable. We started with a flat project. We generated a campaign background, created a mockup, decomposed a flat image into editable pieces, explored a rough idea with real-time AI, and built multiple compositions with angles and shots. All of that happened around the same Photoshop workflow, instead of jumping between separate websites. That is the main value of the Higgsfield Photoshop plugin. It does not ask you to stop being a Photoshop user. It brings AI into the place where the design work is already happening. You still use layers. You still use masks. You still use adjustment layers. You still decide what looks right. The plugin just gives you faster ways to generate, separate, explore, and reshape visual assets directly on your canvas. There are a few things I would keep in mind. You still need to review every output. AI results are not automatically final. You may need to regenerate, mask, adjust colors, clean edges, or blend the result into your design. And if you are making client or commercial work, make sure your project uses original assets or properly licensed material. Do not build a campaign around third-party logos, copyrighted characters, or random brand assets you do not have permission to use. But as a workflow tool, this is very practical. If you are a designer, content creator, thumbnail editor, brand designer, product marketer, or anyone who already spends time inside Photoshop, Higgsfield's plugin can remove a lot of the tab switching from AI image work. You can generate the visual, test the mockup, separate the layers, create variations, and keep refining the final asset in one place. So the best way to test it is simple. Install the Higgsfield Photoshop plugin from the link below. Open Photoshop. Launch Higgsfield from the Extensions menu, and try it on one real project. Start with a flat image or design file. Generate one supporting visual. Create one mockup. Decompose one image into layers. Then create one alternate angle or shot. That small test will show you very quickly whether this belongs in your creative workflow. For me, the interesting part is not just that Higgsfield can generate images. A lot of tools can generate images now. The interesting part is that it brings those AI tools into the canvas where designers already think, edit, and finish real work. No constant exporting, no separate upload loop, no breaking the flow every time you need another asset. Just Photoshop, your layers, and Higgsfield's AI tools working in the same creative space.